That's how it starts, guys. That's why it's important to always check your electrical wiring on your trucks, especially to those of you who have decided to wire your trucks up yourself. It creates a huge potential hazard for everybody, including yourself. So what we're going to cover in this video, which is part of the daily vehicle condition report that is required for you to fill out daily on your trucks, is looking at the condition of the electrical wiring. What you're going to be wanting to look for is frayed and wires that have been chafing against, just like I did here for an example, against the edge of this body. That's an extreme example, but it can happen, and it can happen on any one of the components within the engine bay. So first things you want to look at is the condition of the cables on your battery, making sure they're not heavily corroded. If they are corroded, let your mechanic know and he'll get them cleaned up for you. This can cause your battery not get charged properly, or damage the battery over time, and you'll get out to your truck one morning and it won't start. You also want to look at the where the wire itself goes into the cable lugs and make sure there's not frayed wires coming out of it that could be rubbing against something or ground out against something and cause it to spark and short out and cause a fire. So you're going to check the engine bay. All these engines have some form of a engine harness that goes to all sorts of sensors. Like for example, here we have what's called a mass airflow sensor, and there's a plug. You're going to make sure all the wires are in good shape, none of them are cut or loose, and nothing's necessarily rubbing against them. And the other place to look at is on the back of the trucks where we have our trailer plugs. Let me get back there real quick. And we'll get underneath the truck, and you can see, kind of, sort of, the wiring that's going in the plugs. Make sure all these wires are good and tight, or in the proper positions. They haven't pulled out of their respective holes. And as long as everything is clean and in good shape, you shouldn't have any issues, and no trucks will burn to the ground, which is always a good thing. So, get that in focus. There we go. That concludes this video. If you have any questions, ask your local mechanic. Thanks.